I am the personal trainer for your mind.
Steps out, hit
Hey folks, what's going on? Coach Corey here, back with another sick episode. I'm pumped. That's right, beginning of the season, and we're really jacked about playing, but a lot of athletes are starting to freak out. They're starting to write me like, Coach Corey, beginning of the season, I'm pumped up, but I'm really nervous. So today I wanted to go back in Instagram, another question I got from one of the kids, who's talking about how nervous he is, and his first game's coming up. It's an exhibition. It's not even a real regular season game, an exhibition game, and he's fretting. So let's check it out. Hey Coach Corey, today's my first game of the year. I am really nervous for it. How can I make sure that I play well? And I actually asked this kid if he was at one of my speaking engagements that I did, and he was. And I said to him a few things. One, he needs to remember when I spoke about trusting your skill set. Now, for all you athletes out there, this goes for you too. We have been training and practicing our skills for years. Skating, throwing a ball, hitting, whatever it is. We've been doing this for a long time. So in my speaking engagements, I explain how the brain actually works when we practice skills over and over again. So quickly, without getting too technical, you've got one neuron and another neuron. And when you think a thought or practice a skill, those neurons connect. And the more you practice a skill and think a thought, the faster that connection happens and the more solid that connection becomes. Neurons that fire together, wire together. So when I mentioned this to this athlete, I said, look, trust your skills. Do what you've done for years over and over again. And you don't have to overthink things and fret too much. You'll hear that a lot from coaches too, say, hey, don't overthink, just play, go out there and have fun. Well, a lot of players, a lot of athletes can't conceptualize that. They don't know what that means. Okay, I'll just go out and not think. So another thing that I wanted to explain too is that there's a difference between your conscious mind and your subconscious mind. My hands look gigantic. Consciously, you're all aware that I'm Coach Corey and we're watching this cool vid. Subconsciously is all of the things that are happening underneath the hood. All the things that we're not aware of, like the fact that I'm holding my hands like this when I talk or my eyebrows go up. All automatic. Again, when we practice those skills over and over again, it becomes automatic. It moves from a brain activity to a spinal cord activity, and you do things without thinking about it. And because you've practiced for years, that's what happens with your skills. You just react and your body will do it automatically. The cool thing about your subconscious mind is that it reacts close to half a second faster than your conscious mind does. And this is why it is so important, athletes out there, to trust your skills. When you step on the playing field and you're going to make a play, you're going to read and react, don't overthink it. Don't look up and say, oh, there's my partner. Yeah, I'm gonna pass the puck or throw the ball or whatever it is. By that time, it's too late. You're consciously aware of it and that opportunity is missed. It's gone. Instead, what you should do is just come out, read and react, and boom, you'll be able to execute whatever you're trying to perform. Tip number 2, numéro 2. That was French. Omelette de fromage. You have to understand how your brain works, all right? Now, there is the amygdala and the hypothalamus, and they're both a part of the emotional part of your brain. I call it the bodyguard of the brain. When you get into stressful situations, your brain goes and you start freaking out. And the amygdala goes, why are we stressed? Do we need to fight, flight, or freeze? What's going on? And we worry too much. The brain releases stress chemicals, and what it does is cuts off oxygen to the thinking part of your brain, which is called the prefrontal cortex. And it's kind of like the CEO of your brain. It's what helps you think and make clear decisions. And when there's no oxygen, what happens? You don't make the right decisions when you're on the field or the ice. You start to panic. You squeeze the stick or the bat too tight. You don't take the chances that you normally would take. So those things are on high alert, and we need to learn how to calm them down. And we can do that by breathing. You want to provide the brain with a big burst of oxygen. In through your nose, out through your mouth. You need to do that a few times so that you can get that prefrontal cortex, or the front part of your brain, the thinking part, some oxygen so that you can make the right place at the right time. So that's another big tip. Understand how your brain works and take a breath to calm it down. So tip number 3 is all about understanding how your body works. When you get into those stressful situations, again, I've said this a dozen times, your biology kicks in, butterflies in your gut, your palms start to sweat, your eyes dilate, pores on your skin open up, and your heart rate increases. Those things are gonna happen no matter what. What we can change is how we view what's going on in our body. Because this kid, I'm feeling nervous, and they want to get rid of those feelings. You don't have to do that. View it as something that is good. This is your body's way of preparing you for the big opportunity, big tilt, first game of the year, whatever it is. And this is such a good thing. A good dose and a good amount of arousal and all of these things that are happening physiologically with your body is a bonus. So view it that way. All right, so those are 3 quick tips that you can implement at the beginning part of your year. You start to feel nervous. Remember our 3 tips today. 1, trust what you've trained your body to do. 2, take a breath. Calm down that bodyguard of the brain, that amygdala and the hypothalamus that are releasing stress chemicals. Take a breath. Calm that bad boy down. And 3, when you're going through all these changes with your body, remember, you can't change what your biology is going to do and how you're going to react, but you can choose how you view it. This is a positive. It's a good thing. Body's getting pumped up for the big tilt. That was French. If you have any questions about this lesson, make sure you reach out on social media at Mentally Charged, or you can email me directly, info@mentallycharged.com. Finally, you've got someone in your corner, and I'm happy to be here. All right, folks, thanks so much. Take care, and we'll see you soon. And I wanted to mention, how sick are those? That's right. If you're interested in the new buckets, please DM me.